So welcome, welcome, welcome everyone. As you are coming in the room, please go ahead and mute yourself out. If you could, we'll talk about housekeeping here in just a second, but welcome, welcome. We're so excited to have each and every one of you here today. It's going to be a great hour with some amazing information, with some phenomenal people, some amazing scholars. Yes, indeed. Welcome, 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 welcome. Well, guess what? You know what? Because you're here and you're
Okay,
here on
I'm
time,
good.
we
Yeah.
will
Okay.
totally make sure we stay on time with what we're doing. As you're entering the room, I would that you go ahead and mute yourself out here. I'm going to ask you to do something here really, really quickly. Rename yourself. If you see by my name, Latrina Artist, and I put Georgia, but what I want you to do, all of the scholars, your name, major, and state. Okay. So your name, rename yourself, major, and state. I'm not in school, so I can't put a major up here. Maybe I'll put mother or something, but that's a major. Y'all didn't know that? Yeah. I'm being silly, but welcome, welcome. I would that everybody, as you're joining in, please mute yourself out, keep it muted so that we can have a clean call on today. We will actually take questions at the end. So as we're going through, if something pops up, you can certainly pop it in the chat, but we will address them at the end, okay? So I can make sure we get through all of this amazing information we have to share with you, and then we can engage in some targeted discussions at the end of the presentation. Awesome. Thank you so much. I see Ohio in the building, Oklahoma, Montana three times over at least until I move my screen. Um, some of it is being cut off, so I can't see. Alabama, welcome, welcome. Another Georgia in the building with Latrina, Texas. Oh my goodness, wait, it's moving again. It's moving again. So welcome, welcome everyone. Well, it looks like Tiana or the team, make sure you just drop in the chat for everybody how they can rename themselves. So when they're jumping on, it's just a good way for you to get to know who may possibly be in your state. Okay, just an easy way to be able to do that. As you're coming in, please mute out your lines. And again, welcome. I'm going to go ahead and jump and get us started so we can maximize our time on today. I just want to say again from the top, welcome to everybody to our new scholar orientation. We may have a renewal scholar on here, but this is for the scholars who are just now starting to receive a scholar grant from the Reagan Foundation. Okay. So hopefully that's you, hopefully that's you, and hopefully that's you. So again, welcome. We're going to go ahead and get the presentation going. Again, as you're coming in, if you want to do it in the chat, you can, but we would that you do it on your name. If you click upon the three dots, rename yourself, click on rename, and you can do it. So I'm going to put Rankin in here just so you can see how easy you can click on those three dots and get yourself renamed. Okay. All right. Well, Breezy, if you would go ahead and share screen and we will get going with this presentation for today. Again, welcome, welcome everybody. We are super thrilled that you are here and we are excited to be doing this with you for this next hour. So again, welcome, welcome, welcome to New Scholar Orientation 2526. All right, you can actually go to the third slide, Breezy, because we've already asked you to rename yourself, state, and major. So just really quickly, I hope you kind of already have a snapshot of who we are and what we do, but I'm going to go ahead and give it to you. If you need to be able to describe who we are and what we do, screenshot this, snapshot this. Jeanette Rankin, we provide unrestricted, non-tuition grants for students who identify as women, non-binary, and demonstrate financial need. What I love about the second word
Okay.
is it's
I'm just
unrestricted.
gonna take,
That means you can utilize these funds however you deem necessary. If you need it for books, that's fine. If you need it for tuition, that's fine. But if you need it for childcare, that's fine as well. And we'll talk a little bit more about how, once we get the funds to you, it's kind of up to you how you can or have the ability to utilize these funds. So just know we're excited to be able to provide these unrestricted grants to 119 new scholars this year. So I just want you to know from the top of the hour, your family just grew like boom by 100 well, actually 256, but 119 new. Yes, yes. Awesome. Hello, Neuro Minor. All right. So, with that being said, what we want the team to do is now introduce. You probably heard one of the scholar, the support team in the on the call, but now you get an opportunity to hear from our staff members themselves. So, I'll go ahead and introduce myself since I'm talking. I'm Latrina Artist. I am the Scholar Grant Program Director here at the foundation and just absolutely love doing what we do. Let me tell you why I love it. I used to be a Rankin Scholar. So I am Rankin alum. So I promise you I get it, understand it, and I am here to represent it as the Scholar Grant Director. I'm going to hand it over now to our CEO.
Hey, Latrina, thank you and welcome everybody. It is so wonderful to see all your beautiful faces, and we are so excited for this year of Rankin Scholars. And know that we are in your front row cheering for your success. We want you to succeed. And I'm going to introduce Michelle to you. Michelle is our president. She is our national thought leader, is the way I like to think of her. She thinks big, has big vision, and we're going to be doing some really great stuff on a national level with her this year. And Cynthia, why don't you introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm Cynthia Winter. I'm actually in Manhattan, Montana. I'm the VP of Strategic Growth and Partnerships. And so my job really centers around helping us raise money so that we can have more scholars, amazing women like you in our program. So that's me.
Thanks, Karen. Thanks, Cynthia. Cynthia, if you want to introduce Lawana, that would be great.
Oh, sure. So Luana Ross is our new director of impact philanthropy. She is really focused on fundraising in the Georgia area. So she will really, we have so Montana and Georgia are kind of Jeanette Rankin's two home states. So I'm in Montana, Luana's in Georgia, and we work along with Karen to help do fundraising and bring in more money.
Thank you, Cynthia. Holly, you're up.
Hi, everybody. Happy Sunday afternoon. My name is Holly. I live in Bethlehem, Georgia, and I'm the admin in the office. With you guys, I'll mostly be working with mailings and sending you guys out things that you need throughout the year. But I am also the person who answers the main phone office, the main line in the office. So if you call the office, you'll be getting me.
Awesome. And I will introduce Maheen. You all may have the opportunity to do something and collaborate with her at some point. I will say, if you've been on our social media, this is the face behind all of those, the posts and things that are created. Maheen she's the creative one that makes us look good on all fronts. So she is our marketing and digital specialist. So if you hear the name Maheen or see something coming from Maheen, know that she is on the Rankin team.
Hello.
All right, now
Oh,
go ahead.
sorry, Latrina.
Sorry, I want to say this because I want to lead into it because I think they are the best support team ever. You all will figure this out soon, real soon, just how amazing and phenomenal that each of these beautiful ladies are. So sorry, Tiana, take it over.
Thank you. My name is Tiana Hudak. I am the Tribal Scholar Support Specialist. I live here in Arizona, and I've had the chance to already connect with some of you, but I'm so excited to get to know more of you guys and to get to work with you. And if you ever have any questions and you're in our inbox, you're probably going to get me or Lori or BZ. But nice to meet you.
Hi, everyone. My name is Lori Smoker. I have been looking forward to this day since our reveal calls. It's so nice to see you all here today. I live in Poplar, Montana on the Fort Peck Reservation. I am the other Tribal Scholar Support Specialist, and I'm really looking forward to getting to know you all better and to connect with you and just to support you on your educational journey. Breezy?
Thank you, Lori and Tiana. And my name is Breezy Barcelo. I live in Kalamazoo, Michigan, and I'm the third Scholar Support Specialist. And I was also a Rankin Scholar, so I'm a Rankin alum. So I received the grant that you're receiving and was in your place not too long ago. I finished my bachelor's in 2019 and my master's in 2020, and now get this abs. I saw someone put in the chat what a dream job, and I do always call my job a dream job because I just love keeping in touch with all of you and supporting you however we can. So it's great to meet you all.
Wonderful, wonderful. You're up again, Breezy.
Okay, so Wise Hive, I'm very grateful that all of you have gotten in there already and at least done set up your profile. If not, also your new renewal application. Most of you have done that. That is due this week in 3 days on the 30th. And it is really important because it has your tuition info for fall so that we can send you your first grant payment. But you will become familiar with Wise Hive. So thank you for being in there. I'm hoping that it's pretty easy to use, but you can of course always call or email or text with questions. And that is where you will regularly do your end of term. So at the end of fall and at the end of spring, you will do a survey in there. If you're going to renew your grant with us for the next school year, you'll get in there in February and do that. So there will be various times that you're using Wise Hive. So just please always watch your email. And if there's something to do in Wise Hive, make sure to get that done. It's super important.
All right. Where's my money? So we send out the payments based on your school's deadline. So we try to get it out at least 2 weeks before, so that way you can get your tuition paid or whatever else you need the money for. And so Wise Hive, again, with the new renewal application that we have out right now, we do ask for your payment information. So if you want to receive ACH or check, and if you want it sent to you or your school. So yeah, thank you.
Hey, so who do I call if you're feeling stuck or you just need some support or guidance with school, assignments, or life in general? We are here to help. Breezy, Tiana, and I want to support you and help guide you through whether it's your Wise Hive tasks, surveys, if you have questions, or you just need someone to talk to. Please feel free to call, text, or email us. You'll see there our cell phones are listed, our email addresses. And you can always message the Rankin Scholar email box. If you are a new national scholar, I will be your support specialist. And if you are a tribal scholar, it will either be Tiana or I. And if you're not sure, you're welcome to call or text any of us. We operate off of the general time of 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern. So just keep that in mind. And also Tiana and I will be working off of Mountain Time. So once again, do not hesitate to reach out. We are here to help you.
Right. So the Scholar Guidance Resource. So this is one of our amazing tools that we have for you guys. And we are always thankful for when you guys have a chance to use it. And we do have a beautiful QR code right here if you want to go ahead and follow along with me as I do a tutorial. Breezy, can I go ahead and share my screen? Thank you. Okay, so the Scholar Guidance Resource is a free tool for you guys. Let's see if I can go here. And we will be sending this out in an email for you guys so you guys can see this as well and have it as your tool. So the Scholar Guidance Resource, you can use, it's a website, and you will have a chance to create your own login. But it is great, especially if you guys need any short-term counseling with certified licensed counselors. Your spouses and dependents are welcome to use this tool. And we do have login info right here. So I will go ahead and show you guys how to get in. So here is the page. You'll go to guidanceresources.com and you'll get to the login page, which says, Welcome to CompSci Guidance Resources. So you'll go ahead and click here. It's way at the bottom. It's just register. And it's going to ask you for your organization web ID. And it is COM589. And then you can click on register. And it'll take you to the next page where it says company, organization, or location identification. So here you'll scroll all the way to the bottom and you're going to put in the first 5 letters of Jeanette. So EANN, and then click on next. And now it's going to have you select the company. And it's the only one that comes up. So Jeanette Rankin Women's Scholarship Fund. And then you can go ahead and click on next. And so now it'll take you to the registration for your profile. So you can create your username, enter your first name, create a password, your email address, and then check off that you are at least 13 years old and that you accept the website's privacy notice. And then you can click on submit. And I will show you what it looks like when you actually get in. So here is my account. This is what it looks like when you log in for the first time. So here it says, connect me to live services and care options. Guide me to my resources and services, or you can do an assessment to see if there's anything that it could suggest to you. And so when you click on connect me, you can talk with an expert. You can send in a question. If you want any resources regarding work or life, you can click here. And it's really great because you can ask anything, and it'll probably have a resource for you to get into and talk with an expert or do any research on. And I think that's it.
Wonderful. Thank you, Tiana. I just want to address the question that was in there about the recording. We will get a recording out. As soon as it processes, everybody will get a recording. So don't feel like you need to do it as she's doing it. One of the things we found out last year, just how some of the questions that came up as you were going through, I would, if you are able, you could scan that QR code now to go ahead and get yourself set up, but you'll have all of the information. So don't feel obligated to have to do that as we're going through. And I want to stress this to each of you. Please get in here and utilize this resource. This is a resource that is unique for you in your particular state. So you can go on and you can connect with a therapist, a counselor. Let me say this, what I love about the Scholar Guidance Resources resource, you have the opportunity to connect with a therapist in your area. Now, not all of them. So in the past, it used to be all of the therapists, but you kind of have to walk through. You can end up getting free sessions with some of them. Okay, so do your due diligence if you're wanting to see if you need, or if you want to just, get in touch with a therapist, say it's your child. Who knows? Just know it's so many resources that is on this site. You don't want to just register and do nothing with it. Please take advantage of it. And this is a tool that Rankin has decided to provide for you at no cost, but it certainly is, and it can have an impact in your life, in your immediate family's life. So don't hesitate to reach out. And let me reiterate, if you have any questions that are coming up, feel free to drop them in the chat. And as soon as, because we're moving through really quickly, as soon as we get to the end, we can answer and go back to anything that you need a little bit more clarity on, okay?
Yeah, and we also have 2 really nice forms that kind of lay out the instructions for this Scholar Guidance resource that we will send tomorrow attached to the email. So just be sure to watch your email for the recording, and it will have the how-to sheets to get on this website. Okay, so we wanted to let all of you know that at the Rankin Foundation, thanks to some amazing donors, we have so many amazing donors, we have an emergency fund. So it's important to understand as a new scholar that we do ask you complete one semester with us prior to applying to the emergency fund. And then when you do complete one semester, if something comes up in your life that could possibly derail you from school, so could possibly make you feel like you need to quit classes because of this emergency, we would love for you to communicate with us about it, because we won't know, what's going on. Sometimes, people quit because of really stressful situations and we don't even know till later. So I think the main point in all of this is just to please don't hesitate to communicate with us when things are a struggle. So our emergency fund is a way that we can help you financially aside from your scholar grant. And again, it has to be something that could affect your schooling, and you will have to provide documentation for it. So whatever money you're asking for, you'll have to show us like the bill that's overdue or whatever it is. But all that to say, just please keep this in mind for being a future Rankin Scholar, and just, really staying in school and keeping going, and just remembering that we really do want to help you complete your goals. And until you finish that first semester with us too, we're happy to at least brainstorm with you when things come up. So please feel free to reach out. I know that you don't know us really at all yet, but as time passes, we hope that we can form relationships and you can feel like we are, safe friends to reach out to when you do feel like you may not be able to continue in school for some reason. Oh, Latrina, you're on mute.
Sorry, I'll repeat all of that. I'm going to address the question that was in the chat about does the each family member need to register? No, only the scholar, okay? And then once you get registered, and even on the information that Breezy was just talking about, there's a toll-free number that's on there that you can certainly share over with your spouse or your child. If they're wanting to look at the various resources, then you would just have to share your login with them, okay? We don't want it to get too busy, and you have to be, I think, 13 to be able to get in. So if there's a child under 13, we wouldn't want that to be. So great question. Thank you for asking that, and glad that we could clarify about that. So all of this has been important, but this is real important, because I think it was Tiana or Laura, I can't remember, how do you get your money, but this is how you want to receive your funds. So there are 2 separate options that you can select to receive your scholar grant payment. Because we're unrestricted, we do not have to send it to the school, okay? Now, if you want it to go to the school, we can send a paper check to you or your school. Those are the options. But as you're completing your survey, okay, you need to make sure that you're providing your school address if you're wanting it to go there, or your home address if you're wanting it to be mailed over to you, okay? So are we clear about paper check? It could go to the school, or you could have it sent directly to you, which is A-OK, okay? The second option that we have, and really is the one we highly recommend, is that you select to receive it via a direct deposit. That means it's going directly over into your account. This is the safest and it's the quickest. I'm telling you, because with the mail, we ain't even gonna get on our soapbox about that. But just know that if you're going ACH, it can be deposited directly into your saving and or into your checking, and is what we recommend to ensure it gets there most of the time before time. And again, it's just really the safest to get in. In the next slide, we'll talk about kind of what you'll have to do to get to that point. And I'm sure as some of you that may have already gone through it, it's pretty straightforward. So just know we can address any questions at the end around that. Now, if you select, again, direct deposit or ACH, you will have to do a few more steps. So you can't just complete the survey and think you're done. You got a few more steps, okay, to get it set up. Once you do that, and once the support team reviews your survey, they'll see that you have selected ACH. And then what happens when your payment is due? This is what is important. If your payment is not due until the end of August, you probably have not heard anything from us just yet about getting your account set up, because we operate kind of on the basis of doing everything 2 weeks in advance. Okay.
This call is no longer being recorded.
Oh, so as we as we are, I hope it's still being recorded, but as we are moving forward with your payment, let's just say, so today is the 27th. We are already out through August the 8th of payments that have been requested for those that have submitted their survey. Okay. So just know you would have had to submit your survey to have received this request. If you would go back, that one where it says Jeanette Rankin Foundation needs your W-9 and bank info, you will get an email. As soon as we get your information added into our online account QuickBooks, you get a email notification with this right here asking you to log in. And what you have to do is click on that link where it says get started, go in there, watch that once you get that email, and just click on it and do it. Now, the Scholar Grant team has made it real easy for you. They have created an actual how-to tutorial for you to walk you through. I mean, step by step by step. So just know if you get in there and you run into some challenges, once you're ready to get your payment, don't hesitate to reach out. But we've tried to hopefully remove any problems, any challenges, any roadblocks to this. As Karen said, we have tried to do everything that we can do because we want you to succeed, not just in your education, but in these surveys, in QuickBooks, in the Scholar Guidance resource. Everything that we do, we want to always make sure that we're providing you the way to do it, okay? So that's what you got to do if you want to get your payment sent ACH or direct deposit. Direct deposit. We'll use ACH and direct deposit interchangeably, so that's why I'm using both of those with you. Okay. Awesome, awesome. The chat is going so fast, so I don't know if questions are coming in, but we can certainly come back to them because we're actually about at the end of the presentation. So we wanted to make sure we put these two names of corporate partners out to you. As you're coming in, you have already heard one with Synchrony. Why have you heard Synchrony? Because Synchrony offered the summer series. So the summer series that you just heard, just went through on networking, financial literacy, okay, elevator pitch. Those were all from Synchrony team members. If you could, if you'll mute yourself out. I can't see who it is, but make sure your phone is muted out so the call is clear. Thank you. But corporate partners, you've already heard about. One is Synchrony. And as you, if you were in any of those sessions, you know that Synchrony not only is have done the sessions, you've gotten a recording for those, but they also have granted us, not only do they provide Scholar grants, but they also have granted us some laptop computers. Okay, I'm going to talk about that in another slide, but I want you to know that Synchrony does a lot for the Rankin Foundation to ensure that you all not only have what you need, but have the means to be able to do it with laptop computers. Another one of our corporate partners is Assurant. They don't do the summer series, but they certainly offer funds and actually led the way for the laptop donation in the beginning. So just know that we have some amazing, phenomenal, outstanding, over the top partners that are just as serious and just as excited about supporting you as a Rankin Scholar as all of the Rankin team that is here on today. Okay. So just know when you hear those names, it's a reason you're hearing those names, because they are some phenomenal people supporting you all as scholars with the Rankin Foundation.
Okay, so here is an example of ways to connect with us. We are on all of these social media platforms. I would love for if you follow us on any of them, you can go ahead and scan the QR codes when we send this out tomorrow. You can scan them. I have included our Facebook group and Discord invites, definitely in many emails, and we'll send those invitations again. I would like to highly recommend our Facebook group and our Discord group because they are both private groups where it's only a couple of us on the team and Rankin Scholars and Rankin alums. So the conversation is just excellent. People encourage each other, share recipes, share study tips, remind each other that all this hard work is worth it. Sometimes people will post in our Facebook group about something they're going through, and it's just like immediately Rankin sisters are there to lift each other up. Our Discord group is really fun, also private. We have a bunch of channels on there, for example, like pet photos, gratitude, affirmations, talk about graduate school, talk about other scholarships. We have areas of the United States, like I'm in Michigan, so I'm in the Midwest one. Sometimes we just talk about the weather on there. So it's really a great way if you have any time and would like to connect to your Rankin Scholar sisters. I would highly recommend joining the Facebook group and or the Discord group. And I've seen our scholars also give each other like really great advice about choosing classes or internships or things like that. So it can be really awesome way. And then also the Jeanette Rankin Foundation Facebook page, which is not our private group, but is the Facebook page. There's some really inspiring things on there too that you can share with loved ones and other people who you think might be interested in the scholarship in the future. Same with Instagram. So yeah, so we'll continue to send those links out though too, to make sure that you have them fresh. Okay, this is me too. So this works out great because I saw a couple of people asking where is the survey that is due in 3 days. And I know for a fact that we have sent probably at least 4 or 5 emails and 2 or 3 texts and possibly a phone call to many of you reminding of the survey. So it's so important that you watch your emails from us. They typically come from scholars@rankinfoundation.org. Once in a while you might get one from one of us, which would be like Breezy at Rankin Foundation, but the scholars@rankinfoundation.org, please watch for those. They're really important. The surveys definitely we have sent links to the survey, which is in WiseHive, that website that we mentioned earlier. And in those emails, we always put the due dates, we put, what it's for and ways that you can click on it immediately and just get it done. Those are really important. And then scholar support, I will talk more about just momentarily. Social media, we just mentioned. Texting is really helpful. I know most of you so far have given us permission to text you, which is great. If you said no to texting on your survey and would like to change that, just simply let us know via phone or email or text, because we really don't send very many texts. We really try to keep them to like reminders for the surveys, to reminders for scholar support hours or like workshops we're doing. So yeah, so just keep in touch is the main point here. Okay, and scholar support hours. Let's see. Laura, you wanna like introduce it and then I'll just like follow up a little bit?
So we host a Scholar Support Hour every week, every Tuesday. And we are so excited to be adding a second Scholar Support Hour this year. So our Scholar Support Hours will be every Tuesday and Thursday. And we will also be hosting one the last Sunday of every month from 5 to 6 p.m. Eastern. And so these will all be on Zoom. And we'll send out the link the day of, and we'll send out text reminders. And this is just such a great way to connect with your Rankin sisters and other scholars. It's just been such a wonderful place to find support and connect. And Breezy will be hosting the first Scholar Support Hour on Tuesday, and Tiana and I will be hosting the second one. The second Scholar Support Hour will be targeted and focused on personal growth, career growth, and just a lot of different topics that you guys are interested in based on the Scholar Support Survey that you completed. So again, thank you for those who completed that.
Yeah,
Breezy.
and again, it's weekly, so we're starting the last week of August, and it's weekly all through the school year. Once in a while, we might not have one because of a holiday or when we're traveling, possibly together for work. But other than that, we meet every week. And now I'm going into my 4th year working with the Rankin Foundation, and I have to say that countless scholars have said that attending these meetings has been their self-care time, has gotten them through the hardest weeks, has gotten them through when they felt alone. So I would just really encourage you. I know everyone's schedule is different, but if you get time to come to any of these Tuesday or Thursday or the once a month on Sunday, I encourage you to at least give it a try. And I also want to mention that scholars come with kids around them while cooking. I mean, in the school library, whispering. We're really laid back in it. And the most important thing to us is that you're there with us. You can come late. You can come for the last 10 minutes. You can come early and be like, "Hi, I got to go to class. I'm walking in. Bye." Like we have all of that going on and love it. You don't have to look nice. There's really no rules to it other than your presence is very welcome and appreciated also by your sisters. So at least try it out if you can. We love it. It's a great time. And we also sometimes take turns, like we've had a couple scholars take turns leading little, small parts of it. Like if you have something you'd like to share with your sisters, that's really fun too. So we hope to see you there. And we send out every week. We send out an email, text, and post it in our Facebook group and our Discord group. So the link is always fresh for you.
Breezy, I just also want to add that if you can't make it, we'll send out the recording the following
True.
day.
Thank you. Yes, very important. Yes.
Awesome. And I want to stop just a second before we keep pushing forward, because I want to make sure we're all on the same page, playing the same game. It's called Scholar Orientation Game. There are several surveys that have been sent out, so I want to make sure that everybody is following along with the various surveys. Somebody I saw mention that one is closed. The one that is closed was the one just talking about adding the skill-based support hour. Okay, so that was just kind of getting your feedback, and you shared the information with us about what you would like to have us talk about and things of that nature. So thank you to everybody that answered that survey. Is what got them to being able to select the Tuesday and Thursday dates and times, because that's what you said were the best times that worked for the majority. Okay, and then them doing that one Sunday session a month. So just know that they didn't just come, they didn't pull it out the air. They took what you shared and provided the dates accordingly. Now, the one that Breezy was talking about, which is your new renewal survey, does it show up as new renewal in Wise High, Breezy? I want to make sure I'm giving it the right name. Scholar Grant Team, yes?
Sorry, I couldn't get it to unmute. Yeah, new
Okay.
renewal. Yes.
So that's what it shows up in Wise Hive. So that's the one that even if you haven't done it, guess what? You received a reminder And guess what? You'll probably receive yet another reminder until it is completed. So just know if one isn't available, it's already closed, which is the only one, which was for you to provide your feedback for the Scholar Support Hour. But the new renewal is still open, and Breezy gave you a reminder for that, which you'll get another one. I do want to also welcome some of our Wish Scholars who are here and present with us. So glad that you could join in. You do not have to do the new renewal. Reason being, there is some information that you wouldn't have access to that we would need you to provide. So just know there will be a survey coming, but it won't be this one. So hang tight. And thank you so much for joining. What we wanted you to be here for today is to understand the resources that are available to all ranking scholars and how you can access those resources and be able to connect and contact the Scholar Grant team, okay? Make sense for my Wish Scholar sisters that are in the building? Awesome. Again, glad that you are here. And one more thing about just surveys. Wise Hive did merge, or the Submittable kind of bought Wise Hive out. But just so you know, they're still in the merging phase. So if you still hear us say Wise Hive, that's because we're still, until all of that happens, I know their email is Submittable, so I don't want to confuse anybody, but yes, so you know that we're on the same page about that. Wise Hive and did merge with Submittable. Okay, so up to the place that we've talked about all that we can do and all that we want to do to make sure everything is a success. But what we want you to know is how you can get involved. Now, we are getting ready to send out, which is on the next slide. We're getting ready. We send a scholar packet, a welcome packet to all of our new scholars. That is getting ready to go out, hopefully within the next week. We're waiting on one printed piece to come. And so as soon as that comes, guess what? Those packets will go out the door. In those packets, you will just have some ranking swag. But one of the ways that you can get involved is by writing to our donors a thank you letter. And I do mean letter. We are sending you letterhead. We're sending you a couple sheets of letterhead with the return already stamped self-addressed envelope. All you need to do, we even give you a template. So if you're like, I don't know what to say, we give you something to start out with. I will say you don't have to just copy that. That's just kind of a template for you where you can write to the donors, personalize it, say whatever it is that you want to say to them, and express your gratitude for how this Scholar Grant is now being able to make a difference, or is making a difference in your life. So we ask that every one of you, please, once that welcome packet arrives at your door, that you open it. It will be in like a clear packet with information. It'll be real, you won't have to look for it. You'll know what I'm talking about when you see the little clear sheet that has the letterhead and the stamp self-addressed envelope in it, along with the template. All we need you to do is get to putting your beautiful penmanship to that paper and get it returned to us so we can share all of those amazing expressions of gratitude with the donors who so gratefully provide the funds to be able to give you the grants that we provide. So thank you in advance for getting involved and writing those thank you letters to our donors. Next slide, please. It's talking about welcome packets, which I've already kind of touched on, and then laptops. I saw it in there and we put it out there. Breezy, Tiana, who do y'all want them to reach out to? Is it just the scholars that you want them to reach out to request the laptops?
Yes, the scholars at rankinfoundation.org.
Okay,
Yes.
drop that in the chat, please.
Yes, Tiana did. Count again.
Let me say this. First come, first serve. Okay. We have, I think it's 120, I believe, is the number that we have of laptops that we can send out. And again, thanks to our corporate partner, Synchrony, for doing that. So go ahead and put your request in to the Scholar Grant team and they'll get it organized. And I will say this, our goal is to try and maximize postage. So if you're requesting a laptop, we're probably going to look to send it out along with your welcome packets. So we're not over budgeting, if you would, so we're just trying to maximize on what we're sending out because it's a price tag to get those laptops sent out. Okay. Awesome, awesome, awesome. So they will be on the way. So I said on the way, but they will be on the way here within the next few weeks. Okay. Awesome, awesome. Guess what? That wraps us up. We did it with 15 minutes for Q&A. All right. Now I tried to follow it, but y'all were firing them off real quick. Scholar Grant team, help me here. Thank you all, Breezy, Tiana, Lori. Maybe we can get back up to that top question and we can certainly get them addressed. If not, you're more than welcome to raise your hand and come off mute. Y'all can talk to us. We're harmless. We're not gonna bite. No, just playing. You're certainly welcome to come off mute if you have a question, if we have not addressed it already in the chat. Come on, we're family. Y'all are my sisters.
I have a question.
Okay. I don't know who said they got a question, but go for it.
So this is Alice. And I was just wondering, like with the direct deposit, what if we didn't file taxes last year or this year, whatever?
That has nothing to do with taxes. All you have to do is put your account information in there. So that has nothing to do with taxes. That has to do with your bank account information. You just have to have a bank account that has a routing number and an account number. Okay. So yeah, that has nothing to do with taxes. Awesome. 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 You're welcome. All right, Corey, I see your hand up.
Hi, good afternoon, everybody. My name is Corey Ozzie, and I'm from Many Farms, Arizona. And my question for you all is, so I did do my WizHigh profile, but it's still in the gray, and it hasn't asked me for my my account information, like direct deposit. So do I just have to wait for an email? And then my second question is, to request for a laptop, do I just send an email to the email that was linked in the chat because I really need a laptop?
Breezy, you're shaking your head. I need you to open your mouth. The answer is yes to both. So when you tell us that you want direct deposit in that survey in WiseHive, then once it's closer to your payment due date, you will receive an email from QuickBooks asking you to set up your account information. Yes, and to request a laptop, yeah, just send a note to scholars@rankinfoundation.org.
Okay, so I just did it. So
awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I will say with the survey, it has to be submitted right, Breezy, before y'all even grab that information about ACH, correct? Okay. So if your survey has not yet been submitted, that information has actually not even been sent to us just yet because it's still in what we call draft mode. So that's probably more of a question as to if you are in draft mode or if you have submitted. Tiana, Lori, can y'all check and see if Corey is in draft mode and chat with her? So Corey, they'll chat with you to so I can make sure I go to the next question to make sure you're good with your survey, okay?
Okay. All right, thank you, I appreciate it.
Welcome. Amy?
Hi, thank you so much. I just have a quick question about the survey itself. This semester, this is the first semester that I've elected to take an additional class, and I've asked for my advisor to allow that. So I've had to submit a request for an extra load for this semester. But anyway, when I filled out my survey, I did the best that I could on estimating the costs. It was asking the total cost for and everything. And I did the best I could with figuring it out myself, but I don't think that that's exact. And I don't know if I need to update you guys once I get my final bill, just so that you have all that on record, or how does that work exactly?
I'm not quite sure I know which question you're referring to. Breezy, Tiana, y'all are in that survey a lot more than I am. Do you know the question she's referring to?
I'm sorry. Yeah, I was answering the chat
Yeah.
question. I
Yeah.
was not paying
Okay,
attention because I
so-
thought you were
Can you
Latrina.
repeat the question, Amy?
No, she
Sure.
doesn't. I'm gonna move it along because I don't want it to kind of clash with maybe what somebody else is thinking. I think it's just around the total cost, if I grab that correctly, Amy,
Yes.
for that. And it's looked like you're just adding a class. Are you already taking a full load? A
I
full load?
am.
Okay.
Right, and I had to get permission to be able to add another class. I'm waiting to hear back whether or not they're going to allow me to do it this next semester or not. So I don't know my
Okay.
final cost, and I didn't know
Okay.
how accurate that form needed to be filled out.
Yeah. So since you don't have it and since you're waiting on approval, I mean, you don't actually have concrete number just now, at the moment anyways. So hold off on that and you can certainly address that with the Scholar Grant team. The only reason those questions are asked just to make sure scholars are aware what that cost is costing them when you're, completing your education, especially taking out loans, and of course to give us an idea of what that looks like for a semester if it's actually an astronomical cost over what the average is for the year. Okay. So once you get it, just reach out with your Scholar Grant, your support specialist, and they can definitely help you update it if need be. Okay. All right. Are there any other questions that anybody has? I think the support team is answering individually in there and the chat is on fire, so I can't follow it. So raise your hand, come off mute. And it sounds like it's Talk with Trina as the support team is working with everybody. Come on now. So you mean to tell me we're at 4:51 and we've answered everybody's questions?
I have a question.
Okay, that's what I was about to say. I was going to tell you, speak now, forever hold your peace.
Okay.
No, I'm just playing. Who just said I have a question? Carolyn. Okay, Carolyn.
Hi, I'm Carolyn in California. I signed up for Discord and then I didn't know if I was waiting for an invitation to join a group, but I've never been on Discord, so I don't know what I'm doing in there. So that's my question. What do I do in there?
Listen, I just posted in there being silly. Y'all find out Latrina is so very silly. I said, sounds like we need a Discord tutorial. Because guess what? I don't either. No, I'm just playing. It's Discord is not as formal as like the Facebook group is. So Breezy, I'm gonna let the support team answer. They'll reach out, Carolyn. I think it's more so just posting, right? And just kind of responding.
Yeah, I mean, did you find our group? Like, are you in the Jeanette Rankin Scholars and Alum group?
I didn't find it. It just, I guess I created my own profile. I pushed the link that came in your email, in the Rankin email.
Yeah.
Discord, I signed up. And then it was just, it just kind of left me there. And I was like, oh, what do I do from here? Who am I joining with, So yeah, I didn't see any group to join.
Okay, Lori, Tiana, Breezy, can y'all check and see if Carolyn is in there? But guess what? We got a whole slide deck that's coming your way with QR codes. So you don't have to guess if you're joining our group, because the QR codes, Carolyn and everybody else on, if you haven't joined, will take you directly over to our page. Okay. So just once those slides come over, click away in the Facebook group as well as in the Discord. I will say Discord, there's no approval, whereas Facebook there is, because it's a private Facebook group. So we want only the scholars and alums and of course staff in there. So just know one of the team members will have to get you added into the Facebook group. So that one may take a day. Whereas Discord, I think, is straightforward, right, Breezy, once you create your account?
It is, yeah. And 3 of us just posted links to Discord in the chat if anyone wants them.
Thank you.
I'll post, yeah, because most everyone else has, I think, everyone's just followed that link and is supposed to take you straight to the Jeanette Rankin Scholars page. Here's the Facebook group too. I just sent that link.
Awesome. Thanks, Breezy. I saw somebody else had a hand up. Maybe it's been lowered. Were there other questions? No? Okay. This is your chance.
That would have been me. So if you're not getting any if I'm not getting any texts or reminders, does that mean I filled out everything I'm supposed to?
Possibly, possibly not. No. Okay, this is support team. Support team, can y'all help Paula? And the only thing that first came to mind, Paula, is just making sure you're checking the email address that we have for you. So I'm glad you mentioned that, because sometimes we have blah 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 how many ever emails. I'm being silly when I say that because we have a lot. So just make sure that the email that you're using is the email that we have for you. So can y'all check with Paula to see where she is?
Yeah, for sure.
So they'll chat with you, Paula, privately to see what's going on. And hopefully you have everything completed. That would be just amazing. You go, girl, by the way, if you do. All right, Megan.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Yes, Megan.
I saw that it's passed by in the chat now, but it was something about how we need to know like our credit hours for the term for the survey and stuff. I'm having trouble registering for all of my classes due to a beyond my control registration hold. So how do we deal with things like that?
Have you talked with one of the support team members just yet?
Not yet, because I just finished a full-time fellowship where I basically got up, started my fellowship, and then I would sleep immediately afterwards because it was killing me.
Oh no, we don't need it to kill you. We need you to live. All right. So Breezy, I know Lori is Megan. Would she be yours?
Yeah.
Okay.
I got a text from Lori.
Okay, awesome. So that's who you need to chat with. You need to chat with Lori, and that needs to happen. We can't happen now because we're going into another call here in just a bit. But first thing tomorrow, I need you in Lori's inbox and Lori chatting with you so you can make sure you get that figured out and having a conversation around that. Thanks for asking, Megan, for that. Credit hours. Let's talk about this because I don't know with you being new scholars, we considered full-time 6. If you're taking 6 or more credit hours is considered full-time with Ranken, okay? I know that's a little different with the school, but with Ranken, as long as you're taking 6 or more, is considered full-time. 5 or less, of course, is considered part-time, okay? All right. 18, Marion, if I'm saying your name correct. Ooh, I'm just going to send up a lot of thoughts for you. Ooh, that's a heavy load. But as long as you know you got it, and we got you to support you along the way. Well, wonderful, everybody. I am so excited to see all of your lovely faces. So excited to welcome you over into the Ranken family. We are looking forward to a phenomenal year with being able to support and provide these scholar grants to you and to be able to see you excel in your academics and do what it is that you set out to do. And that's finish this year and go over into the next year or graduate wherever you are. Just know you have a Ranken team of individuals that are here that believes in you, believes in what you're doing, and we're here to support you every step along the way. Do you believe that? Yeah? Yep. Heart? All right, before we close out, I do want us to take a picture. So if you can, come off, get in the camera. Come on. I saw somebody said, I got kids running around. It's okay. We support women with kids. It's all right. Matter of fact, get the kids, bring them on so they can get in the picture too. It's all right. It's a family affair here at the scholar orientation. So Breezy, you're going to have to count us down and you're going to have to smile till your cheeks hurt because we got 3 screens to get through. Breezy, let us know when you're ready.
Ready. Okay, smile. Oh, sorry, that didn't work. Hold on. Smile. Okay, that was one screen. Now it's another one. Smile. Okay, and the third one, last but not least. Oh, thank you so much for coming.
That's what I was about to say. Tell Corey to come, tell her to come back. Yes.
Okay, smile. Nice. Oh, thank you all so much. Those are so great. Thank you.
Well, thanks everybody. Again, we hope you've learned a lot in this orientation. Know that we're phone call, text away, and we're looking forward again to an amazing 25-26 with you as Rankin Scholars. Okay, bye for now. We'll see you soon.
See you soon. Bye.